I really get a lot of satisfaction out of chasing down this monster in the shop. The blacksmiths throughout history have always been known as the critical thinkers, the engineering types, and have always looked for that, I don't want to say lazy guy's way out, but the smart way to do it. They were the same then as I am now, in that you can stand on principle as much as you want as far as art is concerned, but if you're making a living, you gotta make a living. There's strong sentiment in the blacksmithing community about being traditional and only ever using techniques and tools from 1890 and before. But really, if there was ever a tradition in blacksmithing, it was the same then as it is right now. For me, it's turning steel into money. I'm less interested in being the traditional old-time blacksmith that everybody has that image of under the chestnut tree, as I am making the best stuff out there and using whatever techniques we need to do that. But forging and hand forging is still relevant. It still does just what we need it to do for many of these functions. It's physical. Yeah. It's really physical, and a lot of people underestimate that, and it takes time to condition yourself for it, get used to that kind of heat on you all the time. It's not an easy thing to learn. I mean, a lot of this is about hammer control. You're not just bashing it, right? You're controlling the way your hammer face lands. The angles are all important. Different angles this way, and you're feeling the rebound, and it's giving you cues to what you're going to do next.
So it's muscle memory.
It's muscle memory, right? When you first start out, you don't know any of these little tricks, these little things they're small, but in aggregate, at the end of the day, they pile up on you. And when you don't know all that stuff and no one's taught you, you can really kill yourself, just work yourself to death. There's a lot of technique involved in actually how you forge material, how you move it, your stance, how you hold yourself, how you're swinging the hammer. And like the power hammer, for example, you start moving into power equipment. If you don't have a solid foundation in forging and moving material first, that's just going to get you to the wreck faster, right? You have to know how to do it here first, or you're just going to make a big mess over there.
Will you get to the gym much? You have a lot of time to...
No need for that.
No?
Yeah, saves me $50 a month.
All right.
Yeah.
Did you ever figure out how many whacks you did to make a...
Not on these, but I have in the past. I did a run of tools, and granted it was a big batch for that day, but I counted the number of whacks per tool, times the number of tools in that batch, times the weight of my hammerhead. It was 36,000 pounds up and down that day. So in little bits, it piles up on you, definitely. You'll see me when I'm working, I'll bounce my hammer often. And that is because I'm taking a little rest. I'm not making music, I'm not keeping a rhythm. I'm taking a small rest in between as I reposition my workpiece, and even that bounce is better than snatching it up from a dead stop every time. It's just that little extra bit of energy, and a good hammer on a good anvil, it should dance, it should ring and be alive.
Like Thor. That's great.
Yeah, no one else can lift it. Don't try.